You're not just loved by God. You are part of the execution of his counsel on earth. You know, David will say, what is man that you are mindful of him? You are somebody, you matter. So you possess this intrinsic value God has placed in you. And it was not in counsel with anybody. It was in counsel with himself. There's something about you that is divine. See, when he says, touch not my anointed, he's not joking. He's talking about, I have invested in this person and don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. You know, why? Because there's more to you than people see. There's more to you than sometimes we see ourselves. You know, we look in the mirror and all we see is us. But God looks at us and he sees a nation. You know, God looks at you and he's looking at things that are transforming. He looks at you and he's seeing that child that is not even born, whose life is going to be touched because of your life. Oh, that you would rise up today and believe that this is not a pep talk. This is not, you know, I'm not trying to give you a pep talk. I'm trying to tell you that this is who you are. You are significant. You matter. And God's agenda cannot come to pass if you do not fulfill it. You know, last month we spent time reading Hebrews 11, and one of the last verses in Hebrews 11 is that some of them did not obtain what they were looking for. Why? They were waiting for us. Their fulfillment was in us. Sometimes we don't realize that an Elisha's fulfillment is tied to your life. Oh, that you would rise up and believe that you matter to the generation that God has placed you in. Every one of you carrying the breath of God in you. I want you to know that you are not just depositing, he's not just depositing his breath in you. You are carrying divine purpose. You are carrying an agenda that matters. And I don't care whether someone thought you were not cool, but God thinks so highly of you. And it's high time some of us get a tougher skin. Stop letting someone looking you down make you feel down. Come on, lift up your own eyes. So as we hone in on talking about being relevant, it's not just about serving the needs of others. We are serving the needs of God. So when we are called to love him, and we're called to be relevant to society, our family, the sphere in which we are, what we are doing is that we are fulfilling the agenda of God. I love it when the Bible records in Acts 16 concerning David. He said he served God and his generation. He served God in his. That means the generation, no part of his generation missed the experience of David. Oh, that it will be the telling of your future, that you served God in your generation. And on Wednesday, we started talking about being relevant. I want to continue and still stay with this incredible young man that we come into contact with. So Judges chapter number 11. We're going to be reading from 1 to 11. But like everything else, it's very important that you get the context. Usually when you're reading your Bible and it begins, a verse or a chapter begins with now, you want to find out what was happening before. Because the now is an insertion. It's not a beginning. It's something that is going. Now, can I tell somebody that what is happening to you now, there is a background that God is working things. God is working things. God has cooked certain things. So now you have shown up. So the story that is being told now, it's not just empty. That's how come we would say in our mind suddenly. But it was not suddenly. Yeah. There's a back to it. There's a back story. There is a back working to it. When it's dark in the womb, it doesn't mean the limbs are not growing. Or some hands are things are growing in the incubation where nobody knows.